Hello there, dear friends. So today we will have a bit of a chat, so this might be a quite long video. I wanted to talk about handling inspiration in your life. If you are a creative, you have probably experienced the burnout that can lead from inspiration, and so have I. I've been creative in different ways in my life, and I've been burning out, and then at the last one I burned out 2012. I had my own coaching business, very fun, very inspiring, lots of ideas, and I couldn't say no to any of the ideas that I had, so I just kept on working so much. And I took a year off, 2012. And after that year, I couldn't get going again. I was stuck. And I was actually afraid of the feeling of inspiration because I knew that would only burn me out. I think some of you can relate. I'm not the only one, I think. Anyway, so there I was, midlife. Also, my menopause, I think, played a role in this. My body started to ache and my health was declining. For 7 years, I had like 20 migraine days a month and achy body. And also a chronic condition. I got diagnosed with a chronic condition, so my health was, to say at least, declining, and also my mental ability to get going and do anything. I was too afraid to exert too much energy and hurt myself again, so I didn't. I was really scared to be inspired. So I wasn't inspired for 7 years. I shut down every ounce of feeling inspired, and I just existed. And it was not like I was in a depression, no. But I just didn't make space or have capacity to handle anything creative. It got to the point where I could only walk for like 1 kilometer and no more because my body ached so much. I went to the physio and I started to rehab my body. And I asked my physio, how can I be motivated to continue? And he was like, yeah, you can put a big goal up there if you want to. And I was like, yeah. And I had watched the people doing half Ironmans in Spain every single vacation. We went to the same place. Every year we go to the same place. And I was like, maybe I can do half an Ironman, swim, bike, run. Okay, so I said to myself, you can barely walk and you don't know how to swim and run. Let's not talk about running. And so I said, in 5 years' time, I will do half an Ironman. And I started to train. And the way I trained my running was like, I went for a walk, and then I could run, shuffle for 90 seconds. And I was like, yes, that is 5 more seconds than last time. And that was the start. So I started from there. And in 4 years' time, I actually could run miles on miles. Not very much, but I mean, several kilometers. And I had learned to swim, and I was fit on the bike. And during these years, I actually got myself very inspired doing this. My friends can tell you this was all I was talking about, my training, and it was kind of a safe space for my creativity, for my inspiration to bloom, because I felt like this is something I can manage, and this wasn't this was unconscious, of course, but I allowed myself to get inspired by this, and I really was. It was very nice. So 4 years into my training, I went for a drawing course. And that was so fun. And I discovered I had some skills. And that really prompted me to go on and go on. And I actually finally let myself get inspired again. By something artistic. And I couldn't stop. As you know, if you're a creative person, if you get inspired, you cannot really stop. But the things that I got from my Ironman training was with me. And that is what enabled me to ride this crazy horse of inspiration. So I wrote them down. So there were some things I learned that you need to have to be able to ride the crazy horse of inspiration and be sane. And that is number 1, grit. Grit to keep going. Number 2, restraint. Restraint to not overdo it. You need wisdom. Wisdom to know when you're overdoing it. And to understand when you need to rest, and to understand, okay, now you're just lazy. Get your butt to the studio. Yeah. And you need humility. Humility to not think that you can do it your way and by yourself. And then the last thing, you need to let go of the result. If you have these things, and these things I got from my Ironman training, it's wonderful. And I had these things with me, and I did it with art instead of Ironman training. And actually, it's wonderful to do these things and apply it to something that you're good at, because then you excel so fast. I wasn't starting from the equivalence or the equal thing of be able to run 90 seconds. No, I was already on half marathon pace and excelling fast. And that was such a different experience from training my body. I still train my body. I haven't done a half Ironman yet, and I don't care if that comes. I just want to be as fit as possible and take care of my body. And I will be happy to report that I don't have migraines anymore. And, the other conditions in my body is comes and goes, manageable. So if you want to ride the crazy horse of inspiration, do it with grit, restraint, wisdom, humility, and letting go.